Hola amigos, hola amigas, Dorian here from Hooverlux. Welcome, bienvenido, croeso, assalamu alaikum, konnichiwa, arigato, guten tag, mein Freunden, and howdy y'all. Today I am here with this poor Dyson DC14. Now, there is a story behind this DC14. This DC14 belonged to the mother of a friend of mine who shall rename nameless, Alex. And I used to work with Alex. And back in February, or March, I think it was, if you go back to like the very beginning of my videos, there's one on a Miele S7, a yellow Miele S7. I video filmed it because I was planning to put it on eBay. And I was talking to my friend Alex, and he said his Dyson doesn't work, it's clogged up, it's broken, it's rubbish, it doesn't do anything. And he's sick and tired of it and wants another vacuum cleaner. So he bought my Miele. So that was months ago, and he's been absolutely fine with the Miele S7 ever since. Absolutely loves it, no problem at all. So he said, oh, you can have this Dyson because I hate it and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that was months ago. So we went to visit him last weekend and we went for dinner, and I took him a pack of bags for the Miele S7 and a replacement hose, part of it, because he'd broken it going up the stairs. And so I gave him the replacement parts and a pack of bags and filters for payment of this. He said I could have it, but I felt better by giving him something that he could use, so I gave him those things. So there we go, that was done. So whilst we were in his house, and he switched it on, and it just went straight into overdrive, as in, you know, there was no suction, and it was sort of like, what do you call it when the vacuum is, there's no suction, so the emergency release valve, or whatever it's called, that came on, nothing working at all. So what I'm going to show you now in the next couple of videos is what I discovered after a little bit of investigation. And please, if you are of a weak stomach or hate horror movies, I would turn off this video right now, because I'm going to show you what was the matter with it. So there we go, my little whippersnappers. That is what had happened to this poor Dyson. It is not his fault. The majority of people, he didn't know about the filters. He didn't know about the release valve here for checking if there's any blockages, where all the blockages were. I cleared out the blockages by taking off these two ports and using the Miele S7 to suck out what was inside. So once we put that back on, and put that back on, I take off the bin. That's the sponge filter on the inside. It's relatively clean. I'm looking inside and I can see that this could do with being dismantled. I will completely strip it down and clean it. But that's not going to need a new filter. That's just going to be washed. So that is fine. I've emptied the bin out, as you saw in my previous video with my Electrolux 330. Now, this is something I want to discuss. This looks, if I put the bin back on and I bring up this one, so this is the DC14. Then I have this one, which is the DC33. Now the DC33 and the DC14, to me they look really rather similar. As in, I mean, there is a lot of changes to it, but if I turn it around this way, You know, this part here, this port comes off for viewing. This one is the same. The part underneath, this was improved by made into a clear part so you could see the blockages, whereas unfortunately this one was dark grey so you couldn't see if there were any blockages inside. This part here, this is the same. The hose going up looks very similar. They changed the tools on the top. So there are a number of changes, but in principle it looks very much or very similar in my opinion, which is a very bad opinion because I'm not used to Dysons. So all you Dyson people out there are going, no, it's not, it's completely different. Yeah, I agree, it is different, but it is quite similar. For me, looking at it, it looks very similar. Anyway, so I can see a number of improvements that they made. For example, when I want to remove the filter on the side of this, I push back the plastic and it comes off very easy to show me the filter on the inside, which does need to be replaced. I haven't really done much with this. Pop that back in. This one, on the other hand, is an absolute bloody nightmare to get off. There's no latch. You have to use a screwdriver see, I can't even do it. There doesn't seem to be like an easy switch to get this part off. It's been held in here. There might be an easier way to get this off, but I haven't found it. Let's have a look underneath. Watch is undone. I can see a clip here. There we go. I took the I took the filter out of it because it was just completely knackered. It was caked. It needs a new filter in it. So that is not as simple to take off as that one with push back the button. So they made the improvement on this one from that. The other thing as well I noticed is when you take the bin off, to get access into this, again, you have to use something. Because there's 3 clips on it. There's no real easy way to get this off, whereas with this one, you just do that. Easy access. So you can see some of the obvious improvements that they made. Except that seal is a little bit mushed. Okay, I'll pop this down out the way. And this one is not easy to get this off. Shit. Why is this not easy to come off? Anyway, I'm not going to take it off now. It's really hard to take off. It's a right pain in the ass. You can break the tabs on it easily. So anyway, so Alex didn't like it, so I've got it now. It's in my possession. This is going to be needing some sort of like stripping down and cleaning, so this is going to be the first Dyson that I'll have for that. I'll switch it on for you. So let's switch it on. So luckily it didn't get to that part where the motor got damaged. It really wasn't used that much after the initial blockage on it, thankfully. So if I get some cloths, what I'm going to do is just give it a little preliminary cleaning, just to get some muck off it. I'm not sure what year these came out. If someone could tell me, I'm sure. I mean, it was definitely the noughties, but when in the noughties, I don't know. So I'm just going to wipe off some of the dust on it, because it hasn't been used for a while. Oh shit, I just dropped my Mad About Mess. Thankfully, I've got a vacuum cleaner that can pick it up. 400 of them. No, I don't have 400 vacuums. So today is Wednesday the 13th of December 2017, and I received a huge surprise today at work that will be revealed on a video. Because I'm going down to Swansea for Christmas, I'm going to have to do this video before Christmas but post it on Christmas Day. And then I will do a secondary video then when I'm back in the new year, because I'm there for the whole week, to finish off that video. So all will be revealed on Christmas Day, my little vacuum chums. But being like a complete numpty, I did start to cry. Because I was in work at 11 o'clock today, and Verity started at 8 o'clock, so she was there when I came in. And my little Verity Lux. And yeah, she was very emotional with me as well. It's very silly, but anyway, I'll explain to you again. Right, so there we go. So that is that. A little bit better. Let's just give the outside of the bin a clean as well, because that is really manky. It's covered in dust. It doesn't have any tools, but I've got a number of spare tools that I bought for the other Dysons that don't fit. So I'm hoping I will be able to use some of them. If not, the tools aren't very expensive. I'll buy some tools for it. But I do like the colour of it. This sort of like metallic, like a burnt orange, red, burgundy kind of colour. I do like the colour of it. The plastic on it seems pretty good as well. So there we go. Just after a preliminary wipe over and clean, it's definitely looking a lot better. It's not that I don't like Dysons, I just don't like the way that everyone is kind of like brainwashed into thinking that they are the best vacuum cleaners and any other brand is ridiculous and rubbish, and that it has to be a bagless Dyson and I'm going to spend 4, 5, 6, £300 on it and then not look after it, because these do need looking after. As you know, I do prefer a bagged vacuum cleaner simply because of I don't like the mess. I don't like having to clean the dust out of these constantly by going to the bin and emptying it out. You know, you have to take it in mind. I have had Dysons for the majority of my life since 2003 when I came back. So I've had Dysons. It's not because I've never had a Dyson. I've had Dysons. So, I just wish I knew back then how to look after them a little bit better. Okay, that's better. That is a lot better, as you can see. Let's try it again. See, it winds down really well, it's fine. What I'm going to do, I'm going to move you a bit closer and we'll have a look at the undercarriage of it. So, let's turn her over and have a look. Now I'm just going to... I'll take this apart and I'll wash it all and clean it. But it is relatively in good condition, I have to say. Let me get my big screwdriver. Just going to undo these screws. I'm going to remove the sole plate. There we go. So the brushes on it are very stiff. The belt on it is in really good condition. There's some hair trapped around it. But in general, it's in really, really good condition. Really good condition. I'll switch it on for you. The clutch on it is fine as well. The hose is now unblocked. It's really good. So I'm going to pop this back on. And this is the first time I've ever taken a sole plate off a Dyson, so you'll have to bear with me while I put the blooming thing back on. I can't get it on. What have I done? Is that it? Oh yeah, okay. Tighten up the 3 screws. Switch it on again. So this is Dyson serial number 441-UK-A 33953, 1400 watts, 230 to 240 volts, made of ABS plastic. Well, some of the parts are anyway. Well, I can see, well, it's all made of ABS, but no rust on the wheels there. They're all working in perfect condition. Excellent. So, what you can't see... Let's have a look at this. So, to release it, you do this. And then there's a button on the side, I think. Oh, there's 2. And then that releases the wand. And then that extends that way as well. Oh. Ah, right, okay, I get you. That can just stay on. Right, okay. Okay, so it comes out like that. Right, okay. Ah! Right. I spilt my Mad About mess. It's it's made a bit of a mess. So, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll vacuum it up. And you can watch the bin. Let me see if I can zoom you in. I can't zoom you. Oh, I can't zoom in at the front, can I? Okay, never mind. Stay there. I did make a bloody Mad About mess. Right, let me move this out the way. Right, okay, let's move that there. And I'm going to pick up the mess that I just made. Okay, there we go. I picked up the bits that I dropped on the floor. So I need to... How do I get that back in? Oh, that's to release that. How do you get this back in? It's all confusing for me. Oh, there we go. Okay. Put that on there. Push that down. Right, okay. So there we go. So we picked up everything that I dropped on the floor. What I'm going to do now with this, I'm going to pop it down on the carpet, and we'll do a quick demo and vacuum up out there now. Okay, so I did manage to find the dusting brush for it in my bits of tools, but the other ones wouldn't fit, so I got a dusting tool that fits in there anyway. So what I'm going to do is just, empty the bin onto the floor. I'm just going to kick this muck around. Grind it into the carpet. Alright, so let's do one forward and back pass and see how it does. That did absolutely terrible. What happened? I don't understand what happened. Let me try it again. Right, for some reason it's not picking up. Right, it's done it that time. It picked it up that time, but I don't know why it didn't pick up the first time. I'm going to put it down again. And I'm just going to try it again. Right, it seems to be a little bit hit and miss. I think it could be to do with the clutch on it. I don't know. Right, so I'm going to empty that out. Let me unplug it. And we're going to try the other Dyson. If anybody else has any advice on what it could be, let me know. But it's obviously normally something to do with either the clutch or the brush roll or something. I don't know. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use that DC33, picking up the same dirt in the same way. And let's see how this compares. Now this one's had new filters and stuff put in it. Right. Let me get it plugged in. Okay, the battery is still rolling. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let me try exactly the same thing with this. Oh jeez, everything's falling down. Okay, let's try this. This is, like I said, this is the DC33. That one's got a big, sounds a bit growly. I'm not sure whether that's to do with the motor or whether it's just the brush roll on that or whatever. But that definitely picked up everything a lot easier than the other DC. So yeah, something I will look into. But it's just a first show and tell and a little mini demo on the Dyson. So okay, I'm going to put this one away and then we'll finish up, wrap up the video then on this one for today. Okay my friends, there we go. So that wraps up the video on the Dyson DC, I still can't remember, DC14 Blitz. Very nice in the colour. I will definitely give it a good clean up. And I will sort out the... take a look at the clutch and the brush roll and the belt on it. They probably may need changing, and I'll get the new filters for it. Well, sorry, I'll clean this filter, I'll get a new filter here, and I'll clean this filter out. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I don't know, I'll get it sorted out anyway. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed at this first look of this Dyson. I'd like to say a big thank you to Alex for giving it to me, this DC14. Thank you very much, Alex, but I know that you prefer your Miele S7 compared to this one. And yeah, I'd just like to say a great big thank you to everybody, to all my new subscribers, old subscribers, all my friends that I've made through the, you know, this unusual hobby. I'd like to say a big thank you to everybody. I've got a little Christmas wish list at the description of this video if you would like to get anything, you know, to give a gift or whatever. It's entirely up to you. I still absolutely love all your comments, so please comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video very, very soon. Bye for now.